Alright, we're back on these heads here. So I gotta do a helicoil the head bolt hole. And I also gotta redo the exhaust helicoil on this one. So let's do the easy one first, which is gonna be the exhaust. So the problem with this one is the helicoil is flush with the exhaust gasket surface. And then it's not a very deep one either. It's only goes in there about a ½ inch or so. I don't know if you can see it. So we're going to put a longer one in there. That way you can get more thread area to help hold it. We already stripped out enough already. So, alright, so we got our kit here, just like we used earlier. This time we're going to use our extractor. This just digs into the helicoil and just unscrews it. This is why you have to have the tang all the way in the aluminum. It doesn't unscrew very easily. When it doesn't go all the way in, it doesn't do anything. This tang here digs into the aluminum if it's in the right spot. That's what keeps from unscrewing. Alright, so there's the length that they had in there. It's not a very long one. So we're going to put something a little bit longer. I like using ones that are 2 diameters longer. So there's the longer one. See the difference? It's a lot more holding power. Okay, so I'm going to have to tap the head a little bit deeper. Might have to drill it deeper too. I'm not sure. It looks like it's plenty deep enough on the drilling. I'm not sure if it's threaded full depth, so we'll go ahead and run a tap in there and make sure it's all the way down. I'm use my bottoming tap. So it looks like it is threaded. So this one bottoms out, it'll go all the way in. Ideally, we don't want to be cutting any aluminum out of this. Where's my handle? Right in front of me. Right there it gets hard. Appears to be cutting. Alright. So we'll go to the taper tap. You can see how it's got some dirt or carbon or whatever is in there. I don't know if you could see that deep in the hole or not. So we're going to go to our tapered one. Here's a nice even take up on the thread cut. This one here is very little take up. It just starts cutting pretty much right from the start, so it's more aggressive. It'll tend to rip the metal off instead of cutting it. It's only made to go in the very bottom of the hole. Okay, so now we're cutting this one. Okay, bottom belt there. So we do a little bit of cutting in there. A lot more than I wanted to see. Threads don't look very good down in there. Not sure what the hell's going on in the bottom of that hole. Okay, I'm going to put our bottoming tap in there now. Clean this thing out all the way to the bottom of the hole. cutting. Alright, stops right there. Get some more out. Alright. So there's what the threads look like now in there. Hard to tell if the camera's really seeing anything or not. It's got threads deeper in, but there's about 2 threads that are under where the helicoil is that look like crap. So this will go past that and hopefully get good stuff below it. If nothing else, we're going to put in deep enough it's not going to bottom out on the gasket surface. Looks like it'll go in there deep enough, so it shouldn't be a problem. So this is our winder again. There it goes. That winds your wheel coil up. Now that'll go into our hole pretty easy. Oops, we bottomed out. That's not good. Yep. When it bottoms out in the bottom, you can't break the tang off. At least not very easily. And the helicoil is barely below the surface. It's basically flush in my opinion. Alright. It looked deep enough, but it obviously wasn't. So I use our extractor to go in and pull it out a little bit. There we go. Okay, I pulled it out a couple turns there. Cut a turn off of that. The full heat coil off. I don't think that'll be enough. Cut another half off. That one went that way, and then it went that way. So what about that workbench somewhere? Okay, so now it's a 1.5 we cut off. It should allow me to go all the way below the surface and break the tang off on the other side. Hopefully. It didn't bottom out yet, which is a plus. Okay, let's go look to see where the tang is at. Let's see, it's over here someplace. Okay, it's below the surface pretty good. So I'm good with that. I gotta try to break that tang off on the other side. It might be interesting. Let's try our tool. That didn't work too good yesterday. Of course, that was with the red helical inserts. This one's not red. Okay, looks like it breaks off on this side right here. I don't see it, so that's a good sign. Ooh. And it came right out, see. Works good on these ones, the red ones it doesn't like. Okay. There you go. So that one's all in there now. Goes in there real deep. So you can put a nice long bolt in there or a nice long stud. And we always want to double check to make sure they work. So we grab ourselves a bolt here. Let's make sure it threads in, no problem. Got tight in there a little bit where this bad area was in the thread. Okay, so we have that much thread in there. Got about a 1/4 inch of thread showing right here. So about a 1/4 inch here, so we got that many threads in there. It's about over 3/4 of an inch worth. So that'll give you good holding power. Now if the thread was in the bottom, didn't break off correctly because it was in the taper part of the thread you cut, it pinches it in. And that tang, if you even get it off, it will dig into this bolt and lock up on the bolt here, screw up the thread, and then when you pull the bolt out, it screws up a lot of stuff coming out. So that's why it's important to knock that tang off down there so you got a clean, straight hole. That's why I backed it up a little extra. Alright, so that one's done. And you can't reuse these because there's no tang on them to put them in. At least not very easily. You could probably cheat and screw up everything, but it won't work. It'll just tear up the hole. Alright, so that one's there. Put all the tools away when we're done. There we go. That was easy. Next one. Okay, now this one's already had a helicoil done on it right here for the head bolt hole. That one's previously done by someone else. Looks like they had I think there's a double insert in there. So that'd be the Harley insert that's casted in. And then you can see where they put the helicoil in below that surface. So they got in a couple threads before the helicoil started. I'm not sure why they went in so deep. Thread might have been bad up there, or they just went in deeper, who knows. It appears to be a relatively long insert in there though. I'll get it, we can kind of see in there, I'm not sure. So for me, I got different length inserts. You got these ones here, which are 6'5" depth. And then we have the long ones right here, which are 7/8 depth. And those will stretch probably to 1 inch when they're in all the way. I never actually measured them, see if the 7/8 means installed length or free length. I guess there's one way to find out, to measure it, right? Okay, so it appears to be, I think free length is going to be about 7/8, so it'll probably grow a little bit longer when it's installed correctly. And I'd be surprised it grows another 1/8. Okay, well that's the one we're going to put in there. So this goes in real deep, so the head bolt will have a good bite. Head bolts have a lot of thread because you pull them tight. Okay. So this is our bad one. Looks like somebody stuck a reamer down the side of it, or a drill or something. You can see where it's cut straight down the side right there. And then the helicoil and the threads themselves in there are all torn up too. So not very nice looking. Okay, this kit requires a 29/64 drill. Right here in the instructions it tells you this stuff. See? So that's how you tell. Alright, so 29/64. That's 453 thousandths, in case you don't know that. Okay, 29. That's what's known as one drill size above 7/16. Okay, that's what we're going to use to ream it out with. Then we're going to Use all these tools here. Hard to get under there. There it goes. Kit hasn't been used too many times. Don't show any wear on it yet. It might be new. Nope. Tap's been opened, so I know it's been used once. That means I've used it at least once. It's a plug tap. So we're going to use. Alright, so we're going to use this reamer. Put that sucker right down in there. There's a 7/16 reamer. I think I'm going to put that in first to clean out the bad threads, and then we'll size it with this one after that. Alright, over to the mill. Okay, over there. Appears I'm a little bit high. Okay, now before you put that in there, you gotta see how high your studs are. Obviously the studs are not very accurate. So I'm going to have to space this up a little bit to get it where it won't fall over. Normally I only hold right here on the ledge, but these valve guides are going to be replaced, I think. So I think I will knock them out. So I got this here to come off of here to hold it up in the air better. You want to hold the head flat, not be at an angle like that. Kind of important. Alright, let's go over here and see what we got. Valve guides were next. Not now. But oh well. Jump around a little bit around here. One valve guide beaten board. Guide beaten tool. And before I do this, I'm going to double check, make sure these are not new guides. It's hard to tell after you've blasted everything. These are the valves we're going to use, kibble whites. There's the part number if you want them. There's the exhaust. Have to freeze frame that. Alright. Appears these are old guides. So when you put the valve in there, it goes rattle, 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 rattle. It's probably an old guide. Intake's a little tighter, but still rattles. Alright, so these are going to come out. Otherwise known as they're getting replaced. You can also put a bore gauge in there and measure with a bore gauge. Bore gauge. You can measure them. Actually not too bad on the wear. So they're right around 6 here bouncing around, but they're pretty even, surprisingly. That was the intake. Exhaust, not so much. So see the dial there, down there around 6. And pull it out, and there it goes down to 3, 2, And right down to 0 before you pull it out. So that's 6/1000 taper. Definitely well used. Somebody wants me. Hello. Yes. No. You have to open the door up. If you open the door up, you come in. Yep, that'd be the one. Nobody knows how to use doors anymore. We're making fun of you on YouTube.
Huh?
We're making fun of you on YouTube.
Okay.
Don't know how to use a door.
You recording?
Yep.
Oh.
That means you better not look in there unless you want to make fun of you directly. You got to watch the video, see what we said.
Oh yeah, I will see you. I'm watching your videos on YouTube.
Yeah, you might have seen one like this before. That was in there good. Oh, that one broke when I beat on it. Yeah, it was in there hard. Yep. That one didn't pass the shock test. More junk. Alright. Now we can put this on a milling machine. See, if I go that direction, you'll get seen, so I gotta go this way. Alright, now when you put that over there, we put it up on blocks. And hold it flat. Hold. Perfect. Now it's nice and flat. There you go. And we put pressure on the drill chuck, drill a hole. We're going to push flat against the gasket surface here, and not on these stupid studs. So it's being held flat. And the pressure is going to go straight down, so it's going to push right here, not over that hole right there. So the head should stay put. Hopefully. Now if I want, I can also put a clamp on here and over here, and I can hold it down. If I want to. Usually I don't do that, but yeah, maybe we'll do it for some fun. Alright, we'll be back. We're live. Alright, we're back to heads again. 4 hours later. Okay, we're going to ream it now to thread size and not the other one. We're at 85 RPM. Did you see how that thread was all cut out on the one side?
Yeah.
Do you know anything about that?
I don't. Definitely ask my dad something about that one.
Yeah, it looks like they drilled or reamed it. Probably reamed it, would be my guess. But why, I have no idea. Okay, we're going to do it by hand because we're lazy. What the fuck? A reverse rotation reamer. Yep. That'd confuse somebody pretty quickly by just looking at it. See, it cuts. The chips are being forced down through application. Kind of ass backwards. There's no chips coming up. See?
Yeah.
Because they're all going down the bottom of the hole. Alright, this reamer's in the way. See, it packs it all in the bottom of the hole, see? It's made for a through-hole ream, not what we're doing here. Alright, worked pretty good. Cut all the threads out. Alright, what's going on? I know I had it on there and it was working. Alright, we'll use a different reamer now. Cuts good though, it's a new reamer. Just oddball. You never know what you buy when you buy weird shit on eBay. Or someplace else I got it from. Okay, now we're going to use our big reamer. This one we're supposed to go to. Now, I did that one first because I didn't want to cut the threads. Past the threads, I just want to go down because you had that hole cut out. If you notice, it was cut clean on this side, but we still had the thread visible on this other side.
Yeah.
Okay, now we should be able to clean it straight down.
All the way down.
And the whole center shouldn't be too far off. We want to move over 5 thou.
Okay.
This one is not very sharp. This reamer sucks. A good view of my arm. Yeah. Yeah, that reamer has seen better days. Impacted with crap. Got you.
Right? There it all went.
Alright, so we gotta go a little bit deeper now. See, the camera actually kind of sees in there a little bit. Now I got all the chips out of the way. We go all the way to the bottom of the hole. At least most of the way until it fills it full of chips again. That reamer's not happy. Yep, one more time. So we're going to get out of that one. Now next time I go to use it, I'll remember that's dull. Until then, I don't remember. Alright, so now we got a nice clean hole all the way down to the bottom down there. See how the reamer doesn't go to the point.
Yeah.
It goes to the sides. So If you use a drill, it would go straight in. It would want to dig in, and you go deeper. We don't need to go deeper. Sometimes you go deeper, you hit things you don't want to be hitting, like hoards, oil galleries, minor stuff like that. Okay, now we get the fun part. That was the easy part. The one I looked hard. Now I got to tap this thing here. Now, see, if I had the head held down, I could power it in all the way, but I can't do that because didn't do that. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I gotta see how far this thing's gonna go in there. I think I'm gonna have to go up a little bit. Good. Okay, so we're going to power that thing right in there. There, see how easy that was? Now for the hard part. What was your last name? Manuel? Mr. Manual Labor?
Right?
Heard of that guy? Pull it out, clean it, oil it, and go back in for some more. I think we're about halfway in. Yep. You're about halfway in there, see? Clean threads though. Look at that nice cut.
Yeah, it is.
So even though the tap doesn't want to cut it, it must be good. It's not dull. See, it's a plug tap, see, there's not too many threads. It's almost a bottoming tap, it's so sharp.
Okay.
The taper tap would cut easier, but it bottom out sooner. Can't go stop there all of a sudden. So you're lazy by not clamping down, and then you got more work this way on the other end, see? Of course, the chance of breaking a tap off is a lot lower this way. One thing about powering it in, you don't know how deep it is. Or how many chips are in the bottom of the hole. You only know that after the snap. See, like this is getting hard right here, so I know it's time to quit. If you had the machine going?
You don't even realize it.
No, you'd never do that. You would not know that at all. You know it in a quick second, though. You just snap right off. That's the wrong time to find out, though. Just about all the way down now, see?
Yeah.
We got a couple more turns left, but we're going to go for the last couple turns. You can't half-ass this and not go all the way down. What am I doing here? Oh. No, that was on there. I'm hitting on something, dumbass. What am I hitting on?
Yeah, right there.
There it is. Must be that stud sticking out over there. There's one of those studs over there. That's which one it was. Don't know which one, but it's one of them. Yeah, it's tapping pretty good. Nice tap. I think I want to use this kit a couple times. I upgraded from Dad's old tools. Yeah, that's, we're not going any deeper. That was it.
That's it?
That was it. When we're going to go deeper, I have to take a tap and grind it flatter. Make a bottoming tap out of it. I've been known to do stuff like that. But we're okay. Everything is sharp. Alright, so now it's all good and down in there all the way. Yep. I'm going to spin the camera around.
Yeah.
You can see better now.
There we go.
You're the official camera guy now to the tripod. Okay, now my hands are oily for some reason. What's up with that? See how many times that been used?
Yeah, not very many.
This is the right thread, isn't it? It is now. Okay, so I got about 1 turn in depth right there for insert depth. See, about 1 turn down.
Yeah.
That way when you pull on your damn head bolt, you won't bottom it out in the damn head gasket.
Okay.
Okay, let's see how this works. Let's see, this side here looks equal on all sides. So which side is the beat on side? I guess this side. Works good. One tang. I found out these do not work on the red ones. All 4 of those red ones, they just wouldn't do it. But these, the natural finish one, it blows it right through. All right, so there it's all nice and clean. We don't have a head bolt here, do we? Somewhere. I think that's not a head bolt. No head bolts floating around? Nope. Where's a head bolt when you need it? You always got to check your holes, make sure they're good though. We'll find the head bolt real quick. We'll find some piece of crap around here to use for head bolt. Here's a nice crappy 74 head bolt. Chrome plated though. That's all that matters. Yeah, it's chrome plated. That's very important. It's a 74 because there's a washer. The 8-inch bolts do not have washers. You know that?
Nope.
They tell apart.
Do the 74s need washers?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like your acorn nut. See how thin it is?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have enough bolt here that we can bury the threads completely in there. That's what you want. Plenty of room. Went in there nice too. See, it's not loose. Like you see, real bad ones got really loose clowishes in them. Those are the ones that don't like to torque. So that's pretty good. So we got full thread engagement. And the helicoil, you can go see it goes way the hell down in there. So it definitely, I don't know, I can't see if the camera's seeing it or not, but anyway, it's in there pretty deep. Now this is the exhaust port I welded up and did. See, it's threaded. But the aluminum's a lot harder from the welding rod. So these you don't strip out. But they go in there real deep. If you look at it, it goes in there 1 inch deep.
Okay.
So you can put that long stud all the way down in there.
Yep.
We'll probably go find you a couple studs while we're at it, right?
Yeah, might as well.
And we'll go grab a couple. Alright, that's it for now on this. Next thing is put some valve guides in here and continue on. That'll be tomorrow. Or the next day.